Turn heads, break necks with ads that slay. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's your media playboy here, girl with the media vibes. And today, guys, I'm excited. Like, I just watched Deadpool and Wolverine, and I'm not going to lie to you, this is by far one of the best Marvel movies in a long time. Like, I know I've watched the other ones like Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, and at some point I actually get confused because it's like, what's going on? Marvel, are you trying to confuse me? Because every time it's a mix of characters, this person shows up, this person is not there anymore. I don't even understand. And there's this rumor or things people have been saying that, okay, Iron Man is alive somewhere, probably in a different dimension. They're beginning to confuse me with this whole multiverse thing. Anyway, this movie, guys, if you have not watched it today, I'm going to spoil it for you. Forgive me, but I have to, for those that want to get a spoiler before they watch it. Of Deadpool, that's played by Ryan Reynolds. His name is Wade Wilson in the movie. I can't remember what happened in the last Deadpool because the time before they make another one is so long that I actually end up forgetting what happened in the last one. But this one, I liked it. I love the fact that, okay, he was summoned by the TVA, that's the Time Variance Authority in charge of the whole multiverse and time and all that. So he was summoned by them, and then there's this particular person that was in charge of that TVA, the Time Variance Authority, in that particular place where Deadpool lives, right? And he was doing things against the authorities' orders. So when they summoned Deadpool, they wanted him to go and find the Anchor Beam, who is said to be Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackson. And at the end of the day, he goes through different dimensions and different universes trying to find the right Wolverine that is supposed to help him save the planet. If not, the Paradox and his team are going to blow that entire universe. I mean, the one that Deadpool is in. And then I've been seeing other ones that are really cool, the ones that make sense. And he never picked any of those ones. He ended up picking the one that was in a bag, drunk and feeling miserable for how he destroyed his people and disappointed his people. And he brought that one back, and everybody's looking at him like, of all people to bring, this is what you could do. This is your best offer. So he gets Paradox angry, and then he zaps them into another dimension. Apparently, this dimension now is another one where I think everybody felt like it's not even the real world. It looks more like a desert, abandoned place. It's not even a happy place and all. So when they get into that one, guys, you will not believe this. The next person they introduced to is Captain America, Chris Evans. And he's not Captain America because when, some bad guys came around to kidnap them, Deadpool thought he was going to say Avengers, something, but he ended up saying Fire On also. And next thing, Chris Evans, that is Captain America, is now Fantastic Four. Where is, like, the confusion got me like, what's going on? But I was enjoying the whole thing because seeing all of them again just felt cool. And Wolverine, don't forget, he's still very bitter, so he's not nice. Then imagine having an annoying friend like Deadpool. He's going to be talking hours and hours, pissing you off, annoying you. So, but they were a great match. I'm not going to lie to you. This was giving me slightly of a Merlin and Arthur kind of friendship here. So next thing they introduced to Captain America, who is now the Fantastic Four guy. I don't know his name, but next thing they're all captured and they're taken to some lair like that. So in that lair, they meet a whole lot of other villains from different Avengers. I can't even start mentioning all of them, but I would say Marvel really did well in bringing all of them together. Now, the greatest part that shocked me, which I never actually knew, or maybe I did not realize, was the fact that Xavier, that is the elderly man that was in charge of the X-Men then, has a twin sister. Her name is Cassandra in this movie, and of course she has these powers, using her mind to do a whole lot of things. So I love that fact. She but excellent. And I was just enjoying every bit of it. I didn't even want to miss it. And Deadpool felt bad because Avengers did not, he felt that the Avengers, he was not accepted into the Avengers, and he wasn't also accepted into the X-Men. So it's like, where do I belong? And people say I'm a hero and all that. But at the end of the day, he was a hero of his own. In fact, he gave himself the name, the Marvel Jesus. And that was the funniest part. He gave his name, he just turned it down to MJ for short, So after he went into that dimension, met Captain Xavier's twin sister Cassandra, had some issues with her. She even zapped the Fantastic Four, Chris Evans guy, right? So of course, Wolverine and Deadpool have to escape from that place, and before you know it, we meet another Deadpool again from a different dimension that looks really funny. Before you know it, Wolverine and Deadpool, they start fighting. Like, they literally fight for hours till nightfall. How did these people even do this? So at the end of the day, they get introduced to a new set of people. Guys, you will not believe me, Elektra from the 2005 movie, Jennifer Garner. Like, how? Marvel, how did you even think of this? The time I watched Elektra, I was really young. Like, I wasn't even sure I had entered high school. So I was so shocked that they added her to this movie. It was cool. She and some other group of people. I'm just going to show you the pictures around. But guys, this one was cool. So they all come together, go back to Cassandra's lair, try to defeat her, get the helmet to cover. So they're supposed to use Magneto's helmet. That's the only thing that can stop her powers. But the only person's helmet closest to his own, because Magneto is dead from X-Men, was some other guy's own. So they were able to get it, try and capture her until one of our team members shot her. Like, this thing where somebody has been controlling you, you've been waiting for the opportunity where they're weak so you could deal with them. Because of the fact that Deadpool and Wolverine saved her life at that point, because they had to remove the helmet so that she could heal. She decided to help them. According to her, she had already killed Doctor Strange in this movie, so she had already seized his ring, used it, and sent them back to their own world. Of course, they felt happy, right? Now, funny enough, I thought that was where it's going to end. Next thing, we now see like different types of funny-looking Deadpools, like 100 of them. It was so funny. Even a baby Deadpool, it was so funny. And trying to fight them, but Deadpool doesn't die, so they just resurrect again and all. So at the end of the day, Deadpool and Wolverine run back to the TVA, and then they don't know that Cassandra has already gone before them. And from the Paradox Man in the TVA, who had initially sent them to the previous dimension, he's shocked that they're back and all. And now Cassandra wants to destroy the multiverse and the time thing. Like, she wanted to take control of the whole thing. So the only way was for one person to go down into the place wherever the energy was coming from and drag two of them so that she does not suck out all the powers. So Deadpool decides to do this, and then while he's trying, they have like 2 seconds left. I literally thought he was going to die, because Paradox already told them that one person cannot survive. Matter and antimatter cannot last. You'll definitely die. So at the end of the day, Wolverine was able to get into there, like at the last second, hold Deadpool's arm and then hold the other end of the machine. And that was how the whole thing happened. So Cassandra, she was zapped out, or literally unalived. When the main agents, or the main board of the TVA came, to ask Paradox what did he do, and they've seen and heard what he has been doing there, which is wrong. He started pretending like Deadpool and Wolverine were his friends, and they just saved everybody. The next thing, you see Deadpool and Wolverine bouncing in like, hey y'all, and then Deadpool is saying, yeah, I'm the Messiah, like definitely I'm gonna come back to life. So they didn't realize how Paradox did not realize that one person could not survive, but 2 people can survive. And Deadpool's power with Wolverine's strength, 2 great forces. So that was how that went. And Deadpool is so funny. He makes a whole lot of silly statements. But one funny thing that got me was where Wolverine wore his helmet for the first time, and then he told Wolverine, "Oh my God, your helmet looks so cool. So do you wear this for just when you have serious battles? Like, your helmet looks so much better than Batman's own." Oh no, your helmet looks like Batman's own. The only difference is that you can move your neck. Like, guys, I was in the cinema and all of us were laughing. Long and short, it's a cool one. You need to go and watch it. I wish I could drop clips, but because of copyrights, which affected me in the last movie review I did for the watchers. I'm avoiding adding clips to this. I'm just going to do more review and talking. Then at the end of the day, we actually thought, Marvel always has this thing at the end of the appreciation and cast and crew things that they'll add something else to tell us what happens in the next one. This time we all sat down there waiting, guys, and the only thing that we saw was a reverse of the movie where Deadpool wanted to reverse to be sure that former Captain America, now part of the Fantastic Four, said what he said, which was what Deadpool himself had reported to Cassandra when they got to her lair that made her kill Chris Evans. So that was the only thing. Like, somebody was even like, I need to get a refund of my money because Marvel, why? But anyway, guys, it's amazing, it's interesting. You would love it from the beginning to the end. Okay, guys, see you next time. Until then, go find your asa. Take it from the Media Playboy.